Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new. Another World of Outlaws Dirt Racing Career Mode episode. We did fantastic in the first three races of the season. We got 7th at Millbridge, 2nd at Fairbury. Should have probably won it, but I tried to mess up Eddie, so he didn't get 2nd, and we ended up finishing 2nd, and Eddie got 3rd. So Ken won the first two races of the season. We finished 1st in the showcase at Kokomo. Eddie got 6th, Ken got 7th. We're sitting 2nd in the points, only 4 behind Ken. We're 6 ahead of Eddie, which is great, but hopefully we can continue the success we had at the beginning of the season in this episode. We got Grant Park, which we've been pretty fast at. Lima Land, we won one of 2 races at last year, finished 2nd at the other one. Elm Creek's definitely one of the hardest tracks so far, so we'll have to do some work there. And then the showcase of Fairbury, which I should have probably won Fairbury earlier in the season, so I know we're a little bit quick there. So I'm hoping that we could try and win that showcase as well. We have level 4 parts up to the chassis, up to the suspension. We have level 4. Chassis and engine are level 3, but we're doing very good, so I'm not going to try and upgrade those at the moment this season. Try to stockpile this money to go into the next series if we win this championship in like the street stock. Gonna try and just upgrade that very quickly so we're not like super far behind early on, and we can get to the street stock a little quicker and stuff like that. We'll be doing that with a lot of the series going forward, so hopefully we can win the championship this season in the micro sprints. But let's get on to Grant Park and see how we can do. Alright, got down to a 12-9 in practice. We only needed a 13-2, and that's a top 5 goal. And now top 5 goal is a 12-9 here in qualifying, so that's going to be pretty tough to hit. We barely beat that in practice, so going to try to run the top for right now and get the momentum up. And then this first lap, we'll really try to get that cut down working well. Because I like to go in like super high up here and then just like slowly turn down. Kind of turned a little hard there on the entry. Try and do that both corners for the most part, and that's how we ran a 12.9. Still ran a 12.9, but just missed it. That might be like 6th, honestly, because that is so close to the goal time. It was like 1,000th or 100th off it was. Second lap, a little slower, 13.0, which kind of expected because we didn't have the run in, but we got 2nd for heat number 2 to start here, so that is fine with me. We could have a chance at winning this and starting 2nd in the dash, which would be nice. Hopefully we can get a good start here. We got Murphy on our outside. They definitely are fast in turn 1, ripping the bottom. I can't go like fully bottom like they do just because like it slides really hard on me. But I can get this cut down while we run, and I'm very fast. Either a cut down or like just like the middle lane. Able to slide up on Bailey there. That gets us back up in the 2nd. At least it'll put us in the qualifying dash is the main thing. So we could try and gain some spots for the feature race. See if we could try to catch Murphy in these last like 3-4 laps. I don't know if we'll be able to or not. Gonna try my best because they run fully outside. I should be able to catch a little bit because like the cut down line gains a ton on the exit. They gain a little bit at the end of the straightaway, but through the corner I definitely gain a lot. I might be able to throw a slider on him in this last lap if I can get close enough. It's gonna be really tight, but it would make a huge difference. Starting this final lap, we are able to pull up in front of them. Try and throw this slider in 1 and 2. Just gonna try and block them off here in 3 and 4. Just mirror driving the hell out of them, but we get the win. That's awesome. I didn't know if we were actually gonna catch them in time or not, but that was really nice. Able to start 2nd in the qualifying dash now, which is huge instead of 6th. So that'll give us a much better starting position for this A main. We might have a chance at beating Eddie here. Of course, he's out front though. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, it seems like from like 2nd to 3rd gear getting into turn 1, they're very fast. Like they have like a little bit of a speed boost over us when shifting. They might have a little bit different gearing than what we have, so that could be the factor potentially. But Eddie's just ripping bottom off the start. We'll see if we can catch him with this cut down or not. We should have a little bit more speed down the straightaway, but not 100% sure about that because I feel like that line, for me at least, I just slide too much through it. He is just holding that bottom. Okay, so I need him to run outside in the A main for us to catch him, it seems like. because he is actually pulling away down there on that bottom. That slider line is super fast, but at least we're up here in second. That's the main thing. I'm happy about that. And then once we start catching lap traffic in the A main, that will make a big difference as well. So we just got to try and stay nice and consistent, see what we can do. I'm going to try and run like this middle line this last lap. Try and see what kind of time we can get. Feel like it might be a little bit better consistently than the cut down line. Just cutting more of the corner off. So I think the cut down line has a little bit more speed on the straightaway, but cutting off so much more of the corner entry might make more of a difference. I don't know. We'll have to play with it a little bit here in the feature. But we got to try to beat Eddie. That's our main opposition here in this season. Luckily, he hasn't won a race yet, but this could easily be his first one. Just trying to hold him down there for turn one. He was able to pull away though. I'm hoping that he'll go to the high side. And Ken Hall is already right on us. But he does run the bottom, so it seems like he'll be pretty fast. Catching Eddie there a little bit in 1 and 2, which is nice. This middle lane, I feel like I'm carrying a little bit more speed than Eddie is. Oh, this is big. Than me doing that cut down like we did in the qualifying dash. This could be a huge development for me in this race. I just need to be able to get under him going into a corner and then make him go high so we can like slide up on him. He's getting so much dirt on my visor though. Just trying to keep it nice and steady here. Ken and Murphy are battling hard behind us for third. I'm hoping Murphy can pull that out. Oh, Eddie goes high. Big mistake. Big mistake by Eddie. He's going to get more of a run on the straightaway. But I'm able to pull back down for the corner, and we're able to stay out ahead of him, which is huge. Now, hopefully, he just like runs the outside and we can pull away. Or if he runs that inside, I'm going to keep running this middle like we were. And that is huge. We got 9 laps left. This is one of the shorter in laps A-mains, but it's a bigger track. Oh, Eddie really messed up in that corner. We're over a second ahead of him now. Let's go. That is huge. We definitely have a super fast car, and I've made like the changes in the gearing and stuff to be really fast at these tracks, which is really nice. The gearing and then the wing angles for the front and the top rear wing. You might say top and rear in the setups and stuff. That might have been why I was thinking rear. But now we got over a second on Eddie. As long as there's not a caution, we've won this. Like a caution comes out, we may have a problem with Eddie. Oh God, oh God. I'm gonna bring out the caution actually. Wasn't expecting Robinson to pull straight down right there, honestly. I just like got into the rear end and just spun him around real quick, which that was an accident, but oh well. I think it took us like 4 or 5 laps to get by Eddie, but with him being on the outside, I'm hoping I could hold the bottom here and be pretty good. Because I'm hoping he'll go high. I'm just going to mirror drive him off the start. He's going to go high. I got Ken straight behind us. Murphy throws a deep slider, gets up in the second. Let's go, Murphy. That is huge. Ken gets up in the second now. Eddie is falling back, starting on that outside. That is big. All right, maybe the caution was like the best case scenario for me for Eddie in points. Honestly, actually, Eddie's in third now. Never mind. I thought he was outside the top 5. I was not paying too much attention. I thought I saw his name disappear. Maybe it did for a split second when I looked, but he is actually still in third. But I don't mind Ken getting second over Eddie, but Eddie is now actually ahead of him, so that actually changed very quick. Eddie's still just as fast. But luckily, they battled with each other and we were able to get ahead. So that's huge. But white flag in the air. Yeah, we're already 9:49 right there, running this middle lane. Oh, this middle lane is so fast right now in this feature. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So we're going to get the win. 2 wins in a row. That is awesome. We're just going to stockpile up this money. And we were like 4 points behind Ken. I think this is going to tie us with Ken in the points now, I want to say, because I think it's a 4-point difference in the top 2. Yeah, 4-point difference. We are now tied with Ken. We both got 2 wins. We're 12 points ahead of Eddie, which is huge. 570 for him. So that is a decent little gap. So I'm very happy about that. 6,500 for the win and almost the same amount in merch sold. So we're getting a lot of merch sold now and just stockpiling up the money. I think we're up to like 56, almost $57,000. Let's see, did I do my math right? Oh, 58,000. I guess we got like the bonus for the sponsor and everything, getting that perfect. So happy about that. Very, very happy about that. Now we're gonna get another win thing pop up. I hate that that happens every time. I liked it for the first time because it was like nice and different. One race, we're going to Lima Land. We're very fast in Lima Land. I'm just going to go for the win, try to get that extra money. Parts don't need to be repaired yet. They're all still in the green, so they're all still very good condition. And Lima Land, we won this race last year with the first out of the 2. The second one in the year, we got second. So hopefully we can go on, win this race again, and try and pull away from Ken and Eddie even more in the points. All right, our sponsor goal is a win, so we got the goal time in practice by like 2.5, almost 3/10, and if we could do that again here in qualifying, that'd be great, because we did beat that time for practice, but I have to hit it just right, because I ran top to try to get some speed, and then I ran middle, kind of like that in the lap. I did it in both corners, kind of ran middle, and just tried to keep the car super straight. And we'll see how this goes. We can get pole or not. I think we've had 1 pole so far in our career. This could be number 2 if we hit it right. Because I feel like we're super fast. It's going to be close at the line. Ah, just missed it. We ran in 013 and 016. So very consistent. We got 3rd, which is all right. As long as we can win our heat and then go into the qualifying dash in 3rd, we will have a shot at it to try and gain some spots there for the start of the A main. The main thing is just make it into that qualifying dash and try and gain some spots as long as we don't get moved by Collins, and then Bailey got out in front of us too, which is wild. So I need to like really protect that bottom turn 1, it looks like. I can get back by them on speed after that, but that turn 1's sketchy because they like will throw a slider right in front of you and it almost get doored from the guy that started 2nd. So that was pretty wild. But Lima Land's been one of our better tracks. It was the first one we got a win at also, which is huge. So definitely we'll remember that. We'll see if that will happen in any other series as we go through the different types of cars and stuff. See where we get our first wins at and all that. But our first win overall in our career was here at Lima Land, which is great. Yeah, we've already pulled out like a 2nd on these guys now. Like we have so much more speed running through this middle. It's just right off the start they can throw those sliders, and it's got very sketchy. Very sketchy there off the start, I'll tell you that. But able to rip this middle, be very fast. Might have to try the top a little bit to see if we can catch some guys here in the qualifying dash, because there's definitely going to be a little bit faster people here, but starting 3rd in the qualifying dash, which is good with me. Happy about that. We just need to hold the bottom for that first corner, I think, just so we don't get passed immediately. So we got Jerry and Eddie in front of us, the 2 guys like in the first couple seasons that were battling for the championship, and then Eddie just started pulling away with it more and more. Able to get in front of Ray Scott. Ken Hall trying to get under us. He does get by us there. Oh, I was going to try to go under Ken there. Try and stick to his outside, pinch him down a little bit, run this middle. With Jerry running that outside, I'm going to try and slide him. So if we could start 2nd in the A main, that would be really nice. Okay, 1 and 2 is a little bit better on that outside. 3 and 4, I could run this slider line and perfectly placed it on his nose. Jerry's going to throw a slider right back. Damn, they are fast in 1 and 2, I'll tell you that. Going to throw a slider back on him. Going to try and block his slider a little bit by running the middle. But he's not able to get back in front of us. So now we've got 2nd, and it's all just me and Eddie again here for this A main. As long as we can get some clean green laps, because off of restarts is rough. But we're going to be starting 2nd here in the A main. Very happy with that. I wish we could have gotten the pole to start out, but I will take a 2nd place for sure, because that will get us started up there with Eddie. He's 12 points behind us on the season, and Ken is starting in 4th, it looks like. So our sponsor goal is to win. We need to try to win this, get a good amount of money. Really trying to just build up that money for that street stock next season. He's gonna run straight bottom. I'm gonna go try to block off Jerry down here as well. And then, oh, Eddie's actually going bottom. Interesting. I thought he would try to go top like he was in the qualifying dash, but maybe with the change in the tracks, he's liking the bottom. But honestly, I'm finding this middle line still to work really well. Oh, he's going to block us. He's gonna try to cut down back under us. Side by side. We've been side by side so much with Eddie in this season. It's crazy. Try and hook it. Get back inside of him. I want to try to push him up through the corner. But he cuts back down mid-corner. Gets back under us. What a battle for the lead this is so far. Able to stick to his outside. We got the lead that time by at the line. He's trying to throw that slider line. Not working. He goes to the top, and we might be able to pull away from there. Because that middle line is so fast. Like, I'm like just under where the marbles have built up there through the sessions. And we're able to rip this middle and go super fast. Yeah, Eddie's trying the top, and it is not working for him. But now we're catching some lap traffic, which is going to make a big difference. Just trying to get by all the lap traffic is tough sometimes. If they stay high, it'll be nice and easy. If they go really low, it could be sketchy. Because if they like change lane going into the corner, could mess me up a little bit. Oh, I'm in the Robinson again. I don't know what it is with Robinson and I just keep getting into Robinson. Eddie on the low side. Oh God, they're pulling down. Kind of like got Robinson into Eddie there by an accident. Get by Carter here. Trying to like look at our damage and stuff on the car. I think it's fine. Lap traffic is always terrifying though, because you never know what line they're going to run. Diaz has been kind of running the middle. This car in front's been running the bottom. We're just going to throw a slider on both. Come on, no cautions is the main thing. If we can keep it caution free, we'll be good to go. Try and get under Erickson here. I just got to not hit that tire down there throwing a slider or anything. I don't know where Eddie's running to get by these guys. He's keeping pace with us really well, like straight a second back from us. Try and get by Brooks. They're running that high side. As long as they stay up there, we'll be good. Middle slide up. Yeah, Eddie's still keeping that like exact second behind us. So he's not getting slowed up too much. I think he's just ripping bottom, it looks like, in the mirror. But some of these cars that rip bottom could really mess him up. Especially there's 3 of them right here in a row. Oh, there's a wreck in front of them. I think they started coming to a stop because I was going to go under Barnes there, and I spun him out, but there was a spin out right in front of him, so I think he was coming to a stop to try to miss it. Oh, this is going to be sketchy because there's only a couple of laps left here. I got a hook bottom to start with to block off any lanes that they try to come under me. We're good. Ken trying to work his way under. See that I just go bottom and I slide up like that. Oh no, Ken, Ray, Scott. Oh, we got 2 laps left. This is bad. At least Eddie's behind us. Oh my goodness. Oh, he flipped over us. What just happened to my audio? My audio just died. I'm so confused. Hang on, I need to pause this and try to figure this out. All right, I'm not sure what happened with the audio, so I'm sorry there's no audio for like these last couple laps, but I'll like reset it after this. But that is so weird. I don't know what just happened, and doing this without audio is rough trying to get through the gears. Jerry's under us because I can't hear the gearing at all, but we get back to the outside of Jerry. Come on, get him at the line. We had him. Jerry's still trying to stay under us. Just got to hold this middle final lap here. He's not throwing a Hail Mary slider. We're going to get the win. Eddie fell all the way back to 4th. That is huge. Sorry the audio went out when that caution came out. I'm not sure what happened, but that was a crazy turn of events. Like, I need to go back and see where they flipped over me because that was absolutely nuts. That was a terrifying restart. Where was it? It wasn't this one. It was the one before this. Because Ken got in front of us, and so did Ray Scott, because I tried to run the bottom. And then where did it happen? It happened right here. I think they started flipping. Yeah, and he got over us there, which is wild. I cannot believe that we missed that. We literally went under Ken's car there, which is crazy. So I'm going to go try to fix the audio real quick. I'll be right back. Well, got the audio fixed. And as I was leaving that race to get back to this screen to go try to like reset it all, the game crashed and we don't get the results for Limaland at all. We were 20 points ahead of, I want to say it was Ken, in points now, or Eddie, one of the two. We were 20 points ahead of them after the win, and it just crashed in the loading screen coming back. So gonna have to rerun Lima Land, and I'll just pick it up when we're getting ready to go green in the feature race pretty much. All right, we're starting this one out in first. We qualified pole, won our heat race, and won the qualifying dash there. So we'll be starting on pole instead of, what was it, second this time? Because I think last time we started second. Eddie's in third, I believe. Yeah, he's in third behind us. But third is a good place to be for restarts for them. Oh my goodness, he is just slamming us up into the wall. What is going on there? How much damage do we get from that? We have 95% on our damage now. That's unfortunate. Like, we already won this whole race, and now we're getting screwed right off the start, and so is Jerry. Jerry's getting wrecked. Did we get up to fifth? No, we're in sixth here. Okay. This is going to be interesting trying to work our way back up. And, of course, Ken Hall's up front now. I think he started this race in fourth or fifth, and he's already up front. That's wild. Eddie's in second, which starting up top for the AI, they could lose some spots. So that's honestly okay with me. Messing up my shifts very badly. Oh, I'm all over Ray Scott. I am wrecking Ray Scott. He is just still sideways, and I was not letting off. And we fell back to eighth. Oh my goodness, this is a struggle already. Like, we should not be in this situation whatsoever. Eddie looks like he actually got the lead from second place, shockingly. We're still next to Ray Scott here. Try to get a better start, get through my gears better. Didn't try to get under him this time. They check up so hard off of the turn, though. Don't come down. Trying to work my way back forward where we should be. So we may be in a different point situation and everything than we were after this race the first time, which is unfortunate. But we'll try to work our way back up there and see if we can still try to win this thing. We got time. We got time in this race. We are very fast. Lap traffic's going to be a big thing. A restart will be huge. Anything could happen. And the other thing that changed was that win goal for the sponsorship. Now we have a 2 race for top 5. So that changed as well. We're getting paid less for a top 5. And it's for 2 races instead of 1. So we would have gotten paid all that money. And I don't even remember how much we made off of that win, honestly, because I was just skipping through it so fast trying to get to the actual the race page and stuff. And there's a wreck behind me. We right-reared that guy a little bit. I think it might have been Lou. And we're going to be in third here on this restart, which is interesting, but we got like 5 laps left or something here. Eddie's in the lead. Ken's in second, which we're tied with Ken in points. Eddie is 12 back from us. I hope that we could try to still get up there and win this thing like we rightfully should, because we already won it once. See if we can get by Ken here. We do, but Murphy's getting under us. I need Eddie to run that high side is the thing. I really need Eddie to run the high side. And we're up in the second. Another restart. Oh boy, everybody's wrecking everywhere right now. This is a mess of a race. But we're starting on the outside of Eddie now. We're going to be closer to him, but being on the outside here for the restart, Murphy might be able to throw a slider on us right immediately. Messed up that shift a little bit. Murphy not getting fully under us, which is huge. We're still pretty close to Eddie. Eddie runs the top, which is what I need him to do to try and catch him, I think. I think that's what we need to do. Actually, I felt like when he was running the bottom, we were catching him a little bit quicker. This will be interesting. Oh, what a huge 3 and 4 for us. Gonna try and slide him here. We got back up to the lead somehow in this thing. I did not expect that. Eddie's trying to get back under us, not able to do so. Final lap here. Ken is back in fourth, which I think Ken ended up in a much worse finishing spot in that first race that we did because he flipped over us, if you remember that. But hell yeah, we ended up getting back up there, getting the win after falling all the way back to 8th. That is huge. That was really nice. Ken ends up finishing 3rd out of everything, which is wild. But man, the game just crashing really sucks when that happens because you have to redo everything. But we get the win. We are 6 ahead of Ken now, and we are almost 20 ahead of Eddie. So pretty far ahead of Eddie. bars. And then Ken, we're 6 ahead, which I'm happy about that. Ken has been very good this season, and we had a 20-point lead after that first one, but now we don't have nearly as much of a lead, but that's okay. We get $17,000 out of that. That's pretty solid. That puts us up to $78,000, which is really nice. Everything gets a little bit worn out, but not too bad. Now we're going on to one of the tougher tracks for us in the series. Picks up 5th career win. Yes, we do. We are gaining them quick now. But I really wish we had that 20-point lead coming into Elm Creek, because we have not been super fast here. It's only a 15-lap A main, too. It's only $5,000 payout for a win, and we'll repair all our parts after this race going into the showcase at Fairbury, because definitely will need it, and I think the chassis and engine will need it, because I think it's going to drop below to get into the yellow, so we'll just repair everything then. So let's get into Elm Creek. I need to do some practice and get faster here, but either way, we got to try to do our best and try to finish top 5 at least. All right, I got down to a 1, which is the fastest time I've ran here by almost a 10th. Top 5 goal is a 370, which I'm pretty confident we could hit that. I don't know what the pole time is, though, so if we could hit a 1 here in qualifying, that'd be really nice. Just got to try and stay consistent right at the bottom. Don't hit the flat portion too bad. That was a good turn 1. 3 and 4. That was a pretty solid lap overall. Okay, I'm happy with this lap. 295. Not as good as I was hoping, but still a top 5. Try and send it 3 and 4. Keep the car straight. That was a 217. Oh, that puts us pole. I was not expecting that, honestly. I thought in the 1s or something was going to be the pole, but Eddie had the pole at a 245. Our first time, I think, would have put us 3rd, 4th, right around Jerry. So I'm not sure where we would have been exactly, but hey, we're starting out heat number 1 on pole, which is huge. Very happy about that. I did not know how it was going to go. We keep ended up in the same heat as Ken now, because he keeps qualifying like 5th. And it's not a showcase, so there's only 4 heats. Gotta try and slide up here in front of him. Oh no, he is flying on that outside. Do not want somebody under me. Need to try to get by Ned there. Unfortunate we lost the lead to Ken, but I think on this bottom I'm going to be able to throw a slider like that. Get out in front of him. They can't get under me really. As long as I can just keep it nice and steady on the bottom, not hit that flat portion, we should be all right. Oh, is he under us? No, we're good. I didn't see him in the mirror, so and I was just hearing the car. I didn't know where he was. I thought he might have been inside. As long as we don't have a restart, we'll be good, because restarts are really going to mess me up here, I feel like. Pretty bad. Final lap. His car sounds so much closer than it is. Like, I keep having to look up at the leaderboard to see how close Ken is, but we get a 2nd victory over him, which is shocking. I thought we were going to not get back by him after he got the lead, but luckily we were able to hook that inside really well. So qualifying dash time, I don't think we're going to be able to get back up to Eddie, though, is the problem that is going to be on our outside here. This place got like eerily dark, it seems like, or maybe just dusty, I'm not sure. Try and slide up on Eddie. Oh no, he crossed us over. I was not expecting that crossover. That was a good crossover. The dust here looks really odd. Oh, let's not try to pinch him down because, oh, what is that running order too? That looks different. I wonder if, like the game crashing, if it had some sort of update and I didn't even know it had an update, and because that looks different, like that summary, like positions and stuff. I don't know. Oh, Jerry flying up. I didn't realize my wing wasn't that negative too. That helps with speed. It doesn't really help the car, but apparently it helps in speed. I low-key am okay finishing 3rd because we'll be on the bottom. I'm kind of okay with that, but at the same time, we're passing Jerry immediately. We just got that bottom and it worked. So Eddie's going to be out front to start this race. It is going to be tough to catch him and pass him this one. Luckily, we got almost a 20-point lead over him. So him winning, and if we could finish 2nd, it will be okay. But I'm really hoping that we could try to win this. I don't expect to, though. This has been a tough track for us. I just need to not get hit by trying to pinch guys down. Eddie and Jerry go high. We're able to cross up Jerry, get in front of him. And now it's all Eddie in front of us. We got to worry a little bit about Ray Scott right behind us. But Eddie is so fast in front of us. He is just ripping that top side. I cannot get the top side working here like that. I am much faster with this slider on the bottom. As long as I don't hit the flat portion and my front end come up, like if my 4 tires stay on the ground, we're good to go. Because I can get on the flat a little bit, but it's just as long as the front tires don't come off the ground, we're good. As long as we can steer the car till it's on the ground, we're fine. And I need to kind of come all the way up here too to be fast too, but these lappers are going to make it so difficult, I can tell. We're probably going to have a restart sooner or later because somebody's going to slide up into someone and cause a wreck. It might be me, honestly. I might be the problem. They were almost 3 wide in front of me. Oh, Brown is going on the bottom. Try to get by him on the outside there. Diaz is also on the bottom, which is a problem for me, but we get a restart. Okay. Needed that to try to catch back up to Eddie a little bit. He was pulling away through that lap traffic. He is so fast through the traffic. That is scary. But if we could hold second, that'd be great. Ray was very fast behind us. And starting on the outside's not great. I almost went off the top there into that corner. That would have been devastating. Getting in the Ray a little bit there, moving him up out the way, but we're fine. He has a huge run down the back stretch. Not able to get inside of me. Pause. 4 laps to go. I don't know if we'll catch lap traffic in that amount of time. I don't think we'll be able to catch Eddie unless he rips the top, because he is ripping the bottom really well right now. Trying to just hold this bottom line without messing it up, because I do not want to lose any spots to Ray. I don't know where Ken's at, so we might actually get some good points on him today. Eddie's going to catch us by only 4. Oh, actually, Eddie might be messing up. We're coming to the white flag, and he goes high. Oh, boy, Eddie, what are you doing? I don't think I'm still going to be able to catch him. But yeah, he goes low for the lap traffic anyways. Oh, man. At least we finished second. I'm happy we kept it close. And we're going to gain a good amount of points on Ken, I think, because I don't know where he finished. He finished all the way back in 7th, so that's actually going to be a good bit of points for us, I'm pretty sure. Very happy about that. Ken and Eddie might be kind of closer in the points. We are, what, 12 ahead of Eddie now. Eddie jumped Ken in the points there by 4. So we're 12 points ahead of Eddie, and we have, I think, like 5 races left in the season. The showcase one is huge at Fairbury, so we really need to focus up and try to win Fairbury, because that would be a big one. Almost up to $100,000 in the bank. First time we'd be hitting that if we can do that. After Fairbury, we should be over 100. So that is nice. We get our sponsor goal perfect. We are the real deal. Yeah, we're killing it out there right now. We need to try and stockpile some points going into the last 2 races of the season, because those are the hardest races for me. We're going to stick with the top 5 for the rest of the season, repair all of our parts. That drops us to 92, almost 93,000. But we're only 12 points ahead of Eddie, and he's very fast. So Fairbury here, the points go a little crazy because I thought I might show it here. But Eddie finished 6th here at the showcase, which that helped us out a lot earlier in the year when we won. But we need to try to win this showcase, because 150 for first place, I think it's like 5 points. It drops more dramatically than like a normal race. You get more points payout for a showcase. So need to try to stockpile the points here, Limaland and Kokomo, because Prairie View is tough for us, and Millbridge is real tough, which we finished 7th at Millbridge earlier in the year. So that was okay. We haven't really upgraded the car all year. We got the suspension upgrade at the end of last year. Maybe had to do the final level 3 upgrade at the beginning of the season. I'm not sure. But either way, we've been very fast all season. Let's go try to win this showcase race. All right, ran a 3 in practice. We should have won this race earlier in the year, but finished 2nd, trying to mess up Eddie more. A 510 we should be able to hit no problem. Earlier in the season, it looked like we ran a 280. I ran a 305 in practice, so it was very similar. Just have to hit our line really nice on the bottom without hitting the berm too far down there. Like, that's a really good turn 1 right there. And we had so much speed coming into it. Yeah, that's going to be a good lap. That might be a pole. That's a 313, almost exactly what we ran in practice. It may not be a pole, actually. We did beat top 5 by a couple tenths, nearly 2 tenths, but I will take that. 490 on the second lap, but it is the pole for us. So that is absolutely huge. We beat Lisa Dixon, by almost a 10th. So that's huge. Where did Eddie start? 5th? Oh, he's actually on pole for his heat, but heat 5. So we'll see how this goes. Ken, obviously in our heat every single week. He's in our heat right now, which is hilarious. It doesn't matter if we get pole or second or whatever happens. We seem like we're always in here with Ken, but since we run the bottom here, they can't really throw a slider on me turn 1, because that's just the fast line, so I run it. And that is very, very good for us. Murphy is holding that bottom line. I'm hoping he can, and Ken won't make it to that qualifying dash, because that would be huge if he doesn't. He'd be starting back in like 13th if he stays there in 3rd instead of a top 12 spot. Because if Murphy holds him off for these remaining 3 laps, it would be huge. Murphy's actually pulling away from Ken a little bit. He's got like 4/10. We were just so fast here at Fairbury. Like, we should have won this race earlier in the year. Ken ended up winning it because of a last like lap restart, like a green-white checkered restart. But and I was checking up to try to mess up Eddie so he didn't get up in the second. But it is what it is. Should have just went and won the race. We would have had 2 more point lead over Eddie right now. Ken is still struggling to get by Murphy there. I think they were side by side off of turn 3 and 4, but I'm pretty sure Murphy was in second when we hit the line, and that's gonna stop them where they're at. Yes, it does. Murphy ends up getting second. Let's go, Murphy. That is huge in the points because Ken's gonna be starting super deep in the feature now. So let's see if we can go ahead and win this qualifying dash as well. We're just really good here. Like, this was a track we were struggling at more until we got more upgrades on the car for sure. We definitely were struggling this track because it's not more of a top dominant track like Kokomo. Jerry is absolutely flying right now. We're gonna try to get back by him here, but he's gonna have to run high because we got under him. Oh my goodness, he just dubbed us. He is super fast on that outside. I need to just run my line on the bottom. We should catch back up to him. Even if we start second, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but I would rather start in first. But oh my goodness, Jerry is so fast. Why is Jerry so fast all of a sudden? He has not been this fast all season, but he is absolutely booking it on that top side, man. Like, we ain't catching him. We got 2 laps left. He's got a second on us. That is crazy. Eddie's up to 3rd also. That could be a problem because Eddie getting up to 3rd, he's going to be starting on the inside lane for this A main. Man, Jerry just absolutely gapped us here. That is crazy. Maybe it's better when they run the bottom for me. I moved him up to the top, and he just took off, man. So we started second here in this A, man. I can't even be mad. He started 3rd behind us and just absolutely gapped us. He was flying. I don't even know where Lisa fell down to. I didn't even see. But, oh boy. Big A main here. Big A main. We need to get points. Need to get points. I need to get down to the bottom also. Get down in front of Eddie. Eddie doesn't have the run on us or anything. Jerry up front. Oh, I hit that bottom really bad. I got too much on the cushion on the bottom, like the berm down there. See, look, Jerry's not as fast in the bottom. I'm going to try and get by him here. Oh, he's going to cross us up because I hit the bottom terribly. Oh, he didn't have the speed, though. Maybe the track slicked off enough to where he's not as fast anymore. Eddie's also falling back. He's fell back to 5th for a second. He's back up to 4th, fighting with Dixon. We got 21 laps left. Probably shouldn't have used the tear off there, but we'll have a clean visor until like we catch lap traffic pretty much, which is nice. Try and put the gap on Jerry now. He's running our line. He should go back to the top. He was flying up there in the qualifying dash. Because I'm definitely faster down here. Gary ended up finishing, I think, 2nd in that showcase race at Kokomo. And he's up to 3rd, which is really nice. Somebody that's not full-time in points finishing really high can mess up some guys that are full-time on points more. Same with Dixon. She is very quick as well. Usually finishes top 5 and will mess up some people. And that's going to be a caution there. I don't know why the caution took forever to come out there. But Eddie's going to be on the outside, which might lose him some more spots here on this restart. So watch out for that. I'm going to try and pay attention after a couple laps to see if he's still in the top 10. It's top 5. He might fall outside the top 5 here. Gary's going to get up in the second also, which is huge. He got up in front of Jerry. Gary and Jerry. Eddie is in 5th right now. Depends if he ends up getting down to the bottom or not. Think he might have found his way to the bottom, so he's all right. I hit the wall. Let's not do that too many times. Ooh, Ned Hill working his way into the top 5. Let's go, and it knocked out Eddie. And Lisa's up to 2nd now. She started back in 5th. I'm telling you, like, the bottom line restarts makes a huge difference. Jessica Robinson all of a sudden in the top 5. That's crazy. Don't know where she came from. The women in this race trying to make a huge statement, trying to work their way to the front, but we got a 2nd lead over them right now. We're just ripping this bottom as well as we can. They're all fighting with each other pretty much. But we have 4th place is 3 seconds back. That's crazy. I don't even know where Eddie went because Jerry was in front of him. Gary's still in 3rd. Jessica, Ned. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, and somebody's flipping. I think that might have been Tommy Bailey because I recognize the car, the orange car. Eddie's back in 8th. Oh my goodness, he's still on the outside, and Jerry's all the way back to 10th. Oh my goodness, Ken's up to 6th, but he's on. They're all on the outside. That's beautiful. They're all in the outside lane. I absolutely love that. They need to keep that up. But Lisa may fall back starting on that outside now. We'll see, because she started in 2nd. That outside lane's like a death wish for some people. They just fall super far back on restarts. If a fast car is on the bottom lane, they're going to be able to keep up pretty well for a while. When I hit the bottom that well, oh my goodness. I just pull away. I'm almost a 2nd ahead already from Gary. Ned, Lisa, Robinson, Brown was up in the top 5 for a quick second. Like, it is changing rapidly through the corners. That is huge. Yeah, Bailey is super slow after that flip right there in 3 and 4. This is going to be a huge day for us in the points. We needed this. We needed this points gap going into the final 4 races. Really, the final 2 races. I'm hoping Limaland and Kokomo we can try to win as well and get more of a gap there. Jerry's worked his way back up to 5th, so he started in 10th, but made his way to the bottom very quick probably, and has worked his way by people, I would imagine, because he's back into the top 5 all of a sudden. I'm so happy that's not Eddie, or Ken really, because they're the 2 that we're fighting with in the points. We got 2 laps left. Come on, lap cars, no cautions, no cautions, no cautions. Let me get back to the white flag here. Everybody keep it clean. Last thing I want is a restart right now. Ned Hill in 5th, Jerry up to 4th. Jerry's flying, and they're flipping. That's going to probably be a caution because we are still in 3 and 4. God dang it. Eddie's back in 9th. Watch him go from like 9th to 5th here, and that's going to be a big jump in the points. That's going to be so sad. Ken's still in 6th, so he went from 6th to 6th. He went nowhere. So that's unfortunate. Jerry's in 4th, so he actually may fall back some. Man, I'm so mad that restart happened right there. We had a good lead. We didn't have to worry about a thing. Lisa's now right behind us. White flag in the air again. And we are going to come away with the win. And look, Eddie's in 5th. Did I not call that? Brown is in 5th now. Yes, I think Eddie got 6th. But look, he jumped from 9th up to 6th. That's a big jump in the points. That is not what we needed. Ken fell from 6th to 9th. Nice. And then Eddie fell from, or jumped from 9th to 6th. They basically just swapped spots. And Jerry went from 4th back to like 7th there, which is wild. So what's the difference? 6 points was what Eddie gained there. That's a 6-point difference for Ken and Eddie there. We're still first in the points. We're 24 over Eddie, and we're like 34 over Ken. That's why I was hoping Ken would have finished higher, trying to keep them closer in the points, because that was like a 12-point swing, and they were only 10 points off. I think Ken would have had a 2-point lead over Eddie if he would have gotten that 6th place position, and Eddie would have had the 9th. So what a big difference that makes. $12,000 for the race payout. That's going to be over $20,000, $23,000 for us in that race. That is beautiful. That's going to jump us over 100K for the first time in the bank, which is awesome. And we have that 24-point lead, which is amazing. Very happy about that. Going into the last 4 races of the year. Yeah, we're clean driving because we're out front right now. So that is helpful for sure. But next episode going up to Limaland is going to be good. I think we're just going to keep our current contract because it's $1,000 more per race. And we're going to get a sponsor bonus and stuff now too. Nice. Very happy with that. So we can get some more money on our sponsors and all that. Where is it? Right here? We really don't need it. We don't really need to hire him for the last few races of the year, but we're going to anyways. And then I'll move it to the other car that we'll end up doing, which will probably be the street stock, because I like trying to progress our way to better and better cars. But we still had to start in the midget or the micro sprint. I picked the micro sprint, so we'll work our way back over to the open wheel later on. But I wanted to get some fenders on the car for next season. But that's if we win this championship. We're only 24 points ahead of Eddie. We got to do really well in this next episode. So Limaland, Kokomo, I'm looking to have some good races. Eddie's going to probably be second to us anyway, so we're not going to make up too many points. And then Prairie View and Millbridge, we just got to try to manage the points gap there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Appreciate you guys for watching as always, and I will catch you guys in the next one.